Hello and welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Top Doc Interviews. My name is Dr. Derek Barron, and I want to thank you for joining us today. Today, we're talking about a very important topic, and that is how to find a great functional medicine-based physician online. We're very fortunate to have Dr. John Principe of WellBeingMD in Palos Heights, Illinois. Dr. Principe, would you do us a bit of a favor and tell us a little bit about yourself and your practice?
Okay, Derek, thank you very much for taking time to interview me and to learn more about our practice. My story is both commonplace and unique. The unique part was that I spent 27 years studying and practicing conventional internal medicine. And in 2008, I had both the personal and professional realization that that journey was incomplete. I was overweight. I was on many medications for blood pressure and cholesterol, and I was just not feeling well. And I knew that the stress and the workload of what I was doing was really causing this. So I was going to get out of medicine and become a chef. Well, lo and behold, in 2008, I went to a Harvard-based course run by David Eisenberg called Healthy Kitchens, Healthy Lives, and I discovered probably the most important thing that I could discover in my life. I discovered the trinity of wellness, which includes clean eating, purposeful movement, and stress reduction. And I brought that into my own life, and it began to work, and I got off of many of the medications. I lost weight, got healthier, and I'm like, wow, this really works. I should be doing this to my patients. So that's how it got started, and we've just been doing that and trying to perfect it. It is a journey. It's a journey that everyone takes, including myself.
Well, I have to say, Dr. Principe, thank you very much for taking that journey, because it's important for your patients to be experiencing that. And of course, just for yourself to have the health changes. And, you know, on a personal note, it was great because you and I had the opportunity to meet one another when you spoke at a TEDx here in Naperville, Illinois. I learned a tremendous amount about you, and the value that I learned from you that day, I know you pass on to your patients on a daily basis. So I truly appreciate that you do that, and I know your patients do as well.
Yeah, and I want to thank you because you were the man behind stage that calmed me down and just got me ripe to go out and give my first TEDx talk. And I actually would encourage people that want to learn more about the journey to just Google search a recipe for a healthier America with my name and TEDx on it, and I'm sure that video would pop up for them.
Excellent. Great way for them to see what you did on that. So again, thank you for taking the time. I know your practice is extremely busy. So the next big question I have for you, and everyone typically asks me, how do you find a good functional and lifestyle medicine-based physician, especially online? So as a leader in the field of functional and lifestyle medicine, could you give us maybe 2 or 3 tips on the best way to find a provider online?
Well, I think one of the best things is to hear what other patients are saying and to see that there's some confirmation of what is happening in the practice. But we pride ourselves on 3 points. Number 1, that the care should be personalized. We take a lot of time with our patients and try to personalize their care. Number 2, the care should be science-based, and that's very important. Many cutting-edge, leading-edge scientific information is not actually known by many physicians, and so I'm always trying to keep up to date on that, going to conferences and expanding my knowledge. And then finally, it should be outcome-driven, meaning that we have a saying here, if it's not measurable, it's not attainable. And so whether it's lab values or body biometrics or rating scales of your general wellness, we want to know that. We want to track that information so we know that your life is improving because of our care.
Well, it's fantastic. I love the part that, everyone is looking for the best doctor they can find. They'll ask friends and family. I'm sure when they visit your website, which is an amazing website, they can learn more about you and maybe what some other people have said. But you've got the pillars that you practice by, and every patient that comes in there is educated. That's one of the most important things for our viewers to understand is they go there to get better, but educated on how to become better and stay better outside of the doors of your practice. So I think it's a great opportunity for people to get to know you more.
Yeah, I mean, some of these people that get really well, I may only see them once a year, which is, now I know I've done a good job.
It doesn't always help the pocketbook. We both know that, but it's what's more important is the health of your patients. And the good part is that they're probably telling their friends and family, more than likely referring back to you, but they're helping other people live a healthier lifestyle too because of WellBeingMD.
And that gives me great satisfaction more than any economic reimbursement, is to know that I improved someone's lives. Some of the stories and some of the testimonials that our patients have given about just educating them and taking the time to educate them, almost times brings tears to my eyes, because they've never found that before. And that is a really good thing, and makes me very happy to give that to people.
Well, I'm glad. As I said before, a great man, a great office. And that leads me into the next question. If someone was looking for a functional medicine physician in the Chicagoland area, and they came into your office, what type of an experience could they expect to receive?
Well, my hope is that they'll experience a just awesome time in our office that's beyond their expectations. We have Team WellBeingMD that I've put together very carefully to be courteous and to be accommodating, so that their journey to wellness is not encumbered by hassles and time delays and many of the things that are present in a typical medical office. And we want the care to be straightforward, that they actually leave there understanding what they need to do. So we pride ourselves, again, on the educational piece from the time you get in the doorway to the time that you leave.
Fantastic. Now, that leads me next into one of our, an important question that is really a differentiator for you. So, Dr. Principe, regarding your particular experience, and I would say expertise in functional and lifestyle medicine, how does your practice differ from others in the area?
Well, I think we've taken it to another level. I would realize quickly on this journey that I can't do it by myself, and that there are many dimensions of wellness, and I wanted to put together a more integrative, holistic approach in our office. So we have chiropractic services, we have a naturopath, we have nutritional counselors, we have a well coach that teaches people about their lifestyles, we have an acupuncturist, and we have massage therapy. But to top it off, I think it's the creation of our WellBeingMD Center for Life, which acts as an educational center, but also houses the first teaching kitchen in America. And to me, that's where that passion that I initially looked for in going to become a chef is fulfilled every time we bring people down here and teach them how to cook. Hippocrates says food is medicine, but I also say learning to cook saves lives. And that is so true. Once you're given the skills, once you're given the education, you can do it for the rest of your life. And I don't care if you're 15 or 85, you have an opportunity to learn.
Yeah, what I think is important for our viewers to understand is that you truly have a full service kitchen in your office, and it's a beautiful kitchen, and you really take people from what we call the SAD diet, the standard American diet, taking them away from box food to the colors of the spectrum and how to eat healthy and organically. So I really, can't say enough. And I think you may say this, is that I believe you have a YouTube channel. You've got some other places where people can learn really about how they can truly learn to cook.
Right. And you mentioned one of the last dimensions is that we recommend organic. And I think that that's really important, because it's taken me to a whole new level, because I'm concerned about the earth. So we actually teach our patients how to respect the earth, how to choose foods that are more eco-friendly. And I think the whole concept is developed a really beautiful place where people learn how to live on the earth respectfully again. And to me, that's a great gift to give to people.
Yeah, it's a great approach, Dr. Principe. Now, how do our viewers contact you if they're interested in becoming a patient?
Well, most conventionally, they can call our office at 708-448-9450. They can also reach us on our website, which is wellbeingmd.com. And I would also encourage them on that website. There's another little video they can watch about the practice, and they can sign up for our newsletter. newsletter is one great way that they can stay in touch with the activities that are happening here on a weekly basis. And then two other methods, because I love to educate, we also have a very active Facebook page. And it's an atypical Facebook page because I do put educational materials all the time, and that can be found at facebook.com/WellBeingMD again. And then the final component is we've been doing a lot of video education. And I like video because people can actually see what we're talking about. So we've had some cooking shows and some tips and things on our video channel, which is on YouTube at WellBeingMD Live. And we're looking forward in the coming year to putting more and more educational materials online, because people sometimes just don't have the time, but they'd like something quick and very important in terms of picking up nutrition tips or exercise tips, you name it.
Well, Dr. Principe, I have to tell you, it's been an absolute pleasure. I know, we've become friends over the past few years of how we met, and it's great to see you journey across this as from, where you were to where you are today. And I know your future for your patients specifically is only getting better because of what you're bringing to the table.
Well, yeah, I'd like to thank you for that, Derek. And actually, we are expanding our services here. I was very fortunate to actually bring on a nurse practitioner this year, Janet Olson, who's also versed in functional medicine and learning by leaps and bounds, is my partner in this, and I would like to grow it some more so we can serve more people. The idea is really service-based.
Well, excellent. So for all of our viewers, if you're in Palos Heights or in the Chicagoland area and you're looking for a medical doctor, and specifically a functional and lifestyle-based medicine physician, make sure to look up Dr. John Principe of WellBeingMD. And I want to thank you all again for watching, and please stay tuned for our next episode where we'll bring you continued healthy living tips from another top doc.
Thanks, Derek.